What's up, guys? I'm Chris, and today you're watching a magic review on the Paddle King by TCC. First off, before going into the review, just so I don't forget, these two products that I'm reviewing right now are part of TCC's 12th anniversary sale. So right now, today is November 28th, going on to December 1st, they have a sale on 20% off everything on the site. These have an introductory price that are discounted. They will go up in price come December 1st. So if you want to pick these up, I would recommend going over there soon and doing that. On top of that, TCC has given me a discount code for you guys. So in purchasing these, if you enter the code CHRIS12, so that's all lowercase letters, CHRIS 12, you will get an additional 20% off. And you can either do that now while the introductory price is in place, or if you aren't able to get it now and you have to wait until after December 1st, that code will be good for the next 6 months. With that, subscribe to the channel so that you are updated when there's a video and you can get discount codes like that. What is Paddle King? So usually I go into what it is first and then what you get, but I'm going to kind of switch those questions up. I'm going to show you what you get first. So what you're going to get is the paddle itself. Now, I'm kind of going to touch on the quality here because this is extremely well made. It's made out of rosewood. On this side, you have, the regular paddle that you would introduce to your participants. On the back, you have the mirror. Now, I'm going to show you the old money paddle that I used to use a lot, and that looks like this. Right? It's a little bit smaller. You have to kind of put smaller coins in it, and the mirror on the back does not even look good at all. Right? So this one is cheaper, but when I talk about what you can do with this one doesn't stand a chance anymore. So with that, I wasn't able to record a performance video. I just didn't feel like I had the time to practice to really do this tool justice. And I say tool rather than prop, and you're going to see why in a little bit here. But go check out the trailer by TCC. They really show a lot of this tool's capabilities. Okay, and the routine, everything that they put together looks beautiful. So carry on with what you're going to get. You'll get the paddle itself, which is unreal. And then you're going to get this, I think, vegan leather kind of carrying case that holds everything. So you're going to get a number of rubber bands. These are different colored. You have the black, red, white, and yellow, or like the traditional rubber band color. So a nice little pocket to hold those. You're going to get a mirror for the back side of this. Now, when we talk about quality, right, this actually has magnets built in. So when you put on the mirror, it goes in there and it's not coming out, right? Like it's in there. So you can do all your moves without worrying about the mirror falling out. When you do want it out, it doesn't come out easily. Like, it'll come out just fine. But I think that they did a really good job with this, in where you can use this with the mirror in, and you don't have to worry about doing a move and the mirror is going to fall out and break, or it's going to ruin your routine or performance. So yeah, it's in there good. It takes a couple hits and then it comes out, but you can't even tell that there's magnets in there, right? Like they kept everything, I guess, as thin as it can be, but not too thin. This won't break. This will not break. It's very, very durable. So yeah, the quality is really good. I guess I'll give you a close-up here. I don't know how well this will look on camera as far as the mirror, because I got lights here, and who knows if I'm hitting the light. Anyway, so all very well done. Now, let's talk about what this is. So in short, this is a paddle. If you go over and you watch the trailer though, you're going to see everything that this can do. So you're going to see the traditional money paddle performance, where you place a coin on the paddle, show that, you know, it's only on the one side, and then when you snap or do your magic gesture, it duplicates and you can pull out, you know, twice as much money. So you start off with coins, and then you go into bills, and then after that you show that there's mirrors and things like that. So that's all really, really good. But what's really nice about this is, if you are familiar with Turbo Stick by Richard Sanders, you can do that with this, because since you got the mirror on both sides after you put the inlay in, then using your using your dry erase marker, it's going to wipe off, right? So the reason I call this a tool rather than just a prop is because I think that this is a phenomenal opener. So you can start off, you know, with the money paddle routine, right? Like the way that I'm going to do this, I think, in my walk around and whatnot is to start off introducing the paddle, showing that, you know, it can duplicate money. And then from there, you know, we finish with the mirror kicker. And then what I do is when I use the Turbo Stick, instead of drawing X's on it, I do little red balls or little red circles. And in the end, I produce a sponge ball and go into my sponge ball routine. So I'll do like the regular Turbo Stick routine and then go into sponge balls. This can also be combined with double cross, right? I've seen quite a few people use the Turbo Stick in combination with double cross. So really the possibilities are endless, because you have this paddle that can duplicate money, but then, you know, whatever you want to draw or write on the paddle after, if you want to do that kind of Turbo Stick thing, then you can really go into whatever you can think up. So we already touched on quality. I think that this is perfectly made, very, very high quality. And, you know, it's, as far as your paddle move goes, as far as difficulty level, very easy to do. The edges are smooth, slightly rounded, right? So your paddle move, is very easy to do. So overall difficulty, if you can do the paddle move, you know, this might be a little bit bigger than paddles that you normally use, so there could be some getting used to, but if you can do the paddle move, you can do this. And if you can't do the paddle move, they're going to teach it to you, and it's very easy to do. You can use that for a number of other things after. Tutorial is good. They go over everything that you need to know and a number of routines. Everything that's provided is really good. It's stuff that you will actually use, not just, hey, this is the move, go figure it out, right? So really love TCC's tutorials. Always have, always will, because they do some really great things. Angles, if you've used a paddle before, then you know your angle restrictions. It's no different than any other paddle, right? So, you know, you can't have anybody in a place where they're going to see the side of the paddle that you don't want to show until you're ready to show it. But I have performed paddle work in kind of all my working sets. I've used the Turbo Stick for years, and I've never had any angle issues, so it's not something to worry about. It's just something to be aware of. Setup and reset. So it depends what you're doing with this paddle. If you are doing the money duplication, then there is a setup. If you're using this with a dry erase marker and going into double cross or going into, you know, like a sponge ball routine, there is no setup, right? When I do my sponge ball routine, go into it with a paddle, I, you know, draw the red circles on each side right in front of them. So you're doing the work right in front of them, and that's how it's intended to be. So like I said, depending on what you're doing with this, there can be no setup. If you are doing the money duplication, then it's just a matter of placing a bill and coins underneath the rubber bands. It takes, you know, maybe 30 seconds. Arts and crafts, is this ready to use out of the box? It is ready to use out of the box. You just want to learn how to use it and then set it up if you're doing the money duplication. Can it be inspected and examined? I think so. Yeah, like even when the mirror's in, you saw that it's not easy to get out because of the magnets, right? So, you know, I think that if you hand this out to them, they look at it, they see that it is as it looks. There's really nothing to, there's nothing that can't be seen on this, so it can very well be examined. I don't think it's one of those things that will be, but you know, if it's a visual piece, so I don't see any reason for them to say, hey, let me see that, unless they joke and, hey, I want to double my money too. But with that, yeah, this can be inspected. Pocket space, and is this a worker? So even if you're carrying everything, right, it all fits in this, right? If you don't want to carry it in this, I would, just because of the protective factor, right? It's a nice piece, why not protect it? But you can just throw this in your pocket too, and it's, you know, if you want to save space, if you're doing the kind of turbo stick style routine, then you're just going to want to grab a marker on top of this. So pocket space, very little. And is this a worker? That's where this shines, I'd say. It's just because you have so many different routines that you can do because of the way that this was designed, and then it can transition into other routines. So I think that this is a perfect opening piece, right? Everybody likes money. Money magic is popular with lay people because people are interested in money. So if you start off with the money duplication, that's going to draw them in. And then if you go into your, you know, dry erase routine, that's really good too. And then from there, I'll go into sponge balls. People love sponge balls. So just for me alone, bringing this out and using it from the money duplication to the end of my sponge ball routine, I probably have 10 minutes there if I want to spend 10 minutes, and 3 very powerful routines, all kind of designed around this. So I think it is a perfect working piece. Can't speak highly enough about that. Who would use this? I think working professionals. And with this, right, like anybody who does paddle magic, this is great for everybody. But when I say working professionals, this is a paddle that looks elegant, right? It looks good. So while you might not want to do a close-up show and use this one because it doesn't look good, this one I think looks great for, you know, a professional setting. If you want to use it in a professional setting, if you want to use it in a casual setting, looks good there. Looks good in a walk around situation, table hopping. So 100%, this is a worker. I will definitely use this from here on out in all my walk around gigs. So is it worth the money and the price? So like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, right now there's an introductory price for this. It is $29. Okay, so this will retail for $50 after December 1st. So if you want to pick it up now for $29, do that before December 1st and add on the additional 20% off using my code, and you're getting a phenomenal price on this. Because personally, I think that this is worth it at full price, just because of the quality and the amount of material that you can get out of this, and powerful material. TCC, they sent me this for review. I would have bought this, you know, don't tell them that. No, but anyway, no, I've bought most of their products over the years, and this is worth the $50, right? Especially once you see the trailer and you see how good this can look and all the capabilities, then I think that this goes without saying it's worth the price. It's worth its weight in gold. So is it worth the price at the introductory price? It's a steal. And then use the discount code and you're getting something for so much less than what it's worth. Pros and cons, positives, negatives. I have absolutely no negatives with this. None whatsoever. This, I think, is a beautiful piece, and you know, possibilities are endless because of its design. Using the magnets inside to kind of attach everything, I think was such a good idea, and it goes unnoticed, right? It's not like the design had to be changed to make it as good as it is. So can't say enough good things about this. Nothing but positives. I would highly, highly recommend picking this up if you're a close-up performer or a walk-around performer. I'll leave a link in the description below. Go get this. Anyway, we will see you at the next review.